Hello, good morning. Welcome to Thursday Yoga with Tina and maybe one or two cats. We will go ahead and get started here in a moment. If you can add a heart or a comment to let me know that you can hear me, we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully everybody can hear me and see me okay. I'm looking forward to our 30-minute yoga flow this morning. This was the first week that I have planned a class every weekday morning, and I've really been enjoying meeting with everybody online and getting some movement and stillness in before the start of the day. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm hoping everybody can hear me. I haven't seen a heart or a comment yet, but I'm going to trust. Yay, I see something, yay. Thank you so much. I can't read who it is from here, but thank you, thank you. All right, so let's find a comfortable seated position, one ankle crossed in front of the other. And just elongate your spine here, letting your sit bones attach to the earth. Your shoulders are above your hip bones, head above your heart, chin may be parallel to the earth. And just settle in. Maybe you close your eyes or have a gentle gaze down toward your cheeks. And start to become aware of the quality of your breath and the quality of your mind, the quality of your body. Just becoming aware, not trying to change anything, just being as it is right now. Maybe begin by taking a scan of your body, starting from the crown of your head, down through your face, neck, shoulders, down through your chest, belly, down to where your sit bones are attached to the earth, and your legs and feet. Feel yourself supported by the ground and feel yourself grounded into the earth that's supporting you. Start to bring your inhales and exhales in and out of your nose to start creating heat in your body. As you inhale, bring that air all the way down to your belly. Expand your ribs and let your chest rise. And as you exhale, feel your belly coming in, your ribs stitching together, your chest lowering. Continue that breath, balancing out the inhales and exhales to help bring you better into balance for the rest of your practice. If you came with an intention for class today, go ahead and think of that now. I can offer the intention of making your pose start from your belly up. So from here, to really feel that pose in your belly, maybe take your hands on your belly, and as you inhale, feel your belly expand. Feeling the roundness come into your hands. And then as you exhale, you feel your belly coming in. Inhale, belly expanding. Exhale, belly coming in. And keep allowing that breath to come flow through your body. You can keep your eyes closed here or flutter your eyes open. On your next inhale, raise your arms up toward the sky. As you fill up your belly with air, your waist is coming up out of your hip area. And as you exhale, lower your hands down, heart center. Inhale, lengthening your spine up toward the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center, belly coming in. And one more. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands, heart center. This time, inhale as you reach your arms out and up. And on an exhale, release your right hand towards your right hip and tip over to the right, letting your left arm reach over. Next, nice stretch for your left side body. And on your next inhale, reach your arms up, shoulders over your hips. Release your shoulders away from your ears. And as you exhale, release your left hand down to the ground and reach your right hand over. And again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching your right hand over to the side, maybe a little further out. Maybe bending your right elbow so you can get closer to the earth, maybe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over. Inhale up one more time to each side. Exhale, reaching over to the right. Keeping sit bones on the ground. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale over to the left. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, turn your chest to the right. Right arm comes behind, left arm goes across. Take a breath here. Inhale, fill your belly filling up with air. Crown of your head goes up toward the sky. And as you exhale, maybe you twist from your hips and your chest over toward your right shoulder. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up, chest forward, fingertips up. Exhale over to the left, left arm behind, right arm across. Breathe into the belly. Exhale, maybe adding a little bit more of a twist. Inhale, sweep your arms up, chest comes forward. And as you exhale, lower your hands, heart center. Allow your thumbs to rest at your heart space. Noticing the beating of your heart. Incorporating moments of stillness in between moments of movement. And then from here, make your way onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. On your inhale, as your belly fills up with air, let it drop down toward the ground. Roll your shoulders back, your hips go up, your gaze goes up. And exhale into scared cat, rounding your spine. Your belly's coming up toward the sky. You're creating a little arch for your cat to go underneath. Inhale, belly going down, shoulders back, chest reaching forward. Continue that breath and movement. Feeling free to add any kind of organic movement that feels good for your body. Maybe you come to the side or hold for a few breaths in one pose or the other, cat or cow. Remembering that I'm a guide, I'm giving suggestions. Always listen to your own body of what you're feeling like doing today. And as you're ready, after your next round, come to stillness. Tabletop. Reach your right toes to the back of your mat, curling your toes under, and shift your shoulders back and forward, kind of lengthening out that calf, stretching out your toes. And then come back to stillness with your shoulders above your wrists. Reach your opposite fingers, your left fingers up toward the front of your mat. Square your hips here, and if it seems like a good idea, on your next inhale, raise your back foot and raise your your left arm next to your left ear. Your back toes are pointed down. You're creating a straight line from the crown of your head to your sit bones or to your back heel, and you're breathing. Doing a little bit of core work here this morning. On your next exhale, bring elbow to knee underneath your body as you round your spine. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching out long. Exhale, curling your spine, your belly coming in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching out. One more, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. And exhale, come down to table. Take a moment here. On your next inhale, reach your left toes back and shift your shoulders forward and back to get that nice stretch. I'm noticing I'm like blending in to my background here. Sorry about that. I'm all in black. So from here, bring your right fingertips to the front of your mat. And if it seems like a good idea, maybe raise your left leg up and your right arm next to your right ear. Your right thumb is pointing up. Trying to level out and balance the weight between your left hand and your left knee, top. And as you're reaching out, try to square your hips down toward the mat. Continuing to breathe. And coming to the elbow to knee on your exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, rounding spine. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, elbow to knee, rounding your spine. Inhale, reach out. And one more. Exhale, round your spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. And come back to your tabletop position. Find your first downward facing dog of this practice, curling your toes and lifting your seat up toward the sky. You can keep your knees slightly bent so that you can feel that extension of your seat toward the air or toward the ceiling and your chest reaching toward your thighs. And then you can walk the dog by bending one knee, lowering the opposite heel, and then shifting to the other side. Going at whatever pace feels good for your body, waking up your legs, letting your head hang in between your upper arms, pressing into your hands, finding balance between your front body and back body. And as you're ready, allow your heels to reach down to the ground, wherever that may be. They may be hovering above like mine. And breathe. On your next inhale, look up to the front of your mat, and as you exhale, step or hop your feet towards your hands and come into a forward fold at the front of your mat. For your forward fold, have your knees nice and bent. Your belly and thighs can be touching. Your head is hanging down. And as you inhale, lift your shoulders even with your hips and support yourself with your hands into your shins or thighs. Your gaze is directly down. You have a straight line from your crown of your head to your sit bones. And then exhale, bend your knees, forward fold, relax the neck. Inhale, come all the way to standing, reach your arms up high. Bring your palms together, and on an exhale, lower your hands heart center. And take a breath here. Coming into our first sun salutations. Find your way to the front of your mat and open up into mountain. Roll your shoulders back. Find your stance, knees and toes pointed forward. Balancing on the ground on the four corners of each foot. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, tip from your hips, forward fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Forward fold on an exhale, plant your hands, feet go to the back of the mat, plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, you can lower your knees or keep them raised. Bend your elbows back towards your feet and lower down as much as feels good for you so your shoulders don't come up. And then lower your hips, roll your shoulders back, press into the ground for cobra or back bend of your choice. On your exhale, curl your toes, raise your seat, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of your mat, and exhale as you step or hop your feet toward your hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing, reaching your fingertips up high. And exhale, hands, heart, center. And again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift on an inhale. Forward fold on an exhale, plant your hands, feet go to the back of your mat, plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Let your upper arms rub against your ribs. And then as you inhale, scoot your chest forward, hips down, back bend. Exhale, curl your toes, raise your seat, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of your mat, and exhale as you step or hop your feet toward your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to standing. Reach your arms up high. And exhale, hands, heart, center. One more here. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Feet go to the back of the mat. Plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward over your wrists. And then exhale, bend your elbows back towards your feet for chaturanga. Inhale, scoop your chest forward, shoulders back. Back bend, up dog, cobra, sphinx. Exhale, curl your toes, raise your seat, downward facing dog. Take a few restful breaths here. If this doesn't feel restful for you, you can come down onto your knees or come into a child's pose. Take a few breaths here wherever you are. And we'll meet back in downward dog in 2 more breaths. Find your way to downward facing dog, and on your next inhale, look to the front of your mat, and as you exhale, step or hop your feet toward your hands, forward fold. Half lift on an inhale, forward fold on an exhale. Come all the way to standing on an inhale, reach your arms up, maybe add a back bend here, up toward the sky, and then exhale, square your shoulders over your hips and lower your hands, heart center. Take a moment to notice your heartbeat, any changes that have occurred, and breathe. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out and up, and as you exhale, bend your knees, bring your seat back behind you, find your chair. Take an inhale here, roll your shoulders back, make sure your chest is still open and proud. And as you exhale, maybe you bend your knees a little bit more, bringing your seat a little bit down further. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. Take another breath here. Inhale, filling up your belly, lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, your belly comes in, you come to a forward fold. Half lift on an inhale, like you're filling up a balloon that helps you raise. And exhale, forward fold as you create space. Plant your hands and bring your right foot to the back of the mat for runner's lunge. Excuse me, kitty. And on your next inhale, come up into crescent. Your back leg stays straight and strong, heel pointing toward the sky, and your front knee stays bent. Arms come up by your ears. On your exhale, warrior 2, rotate your back heel down, open your wings, looking over your left fingertips. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward, flip the front palm, reverse warrior, lowering your right arm down your right leg. And then inhale, sweeping that arm forward, coming into side angle, right arm next to right ear. Exhale, turn your chest towards your mat, bring your hands to either side of your foot, rotate that back foot up, and then bring the back foot to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Palms together, exhale, hands heart center. Other side, inhale, reaching up. Finding chair on an exhale. Explore this chair. As you inhale, maybe roll your shoulders back. Keep a nice long spine. As you exhale, maybe you lower down just a little bit more. Inhale, chest is open and proud, and exhale, forward fold. Half lift on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands and bring your left foot to the back of the mat into a runner's lunge. Raise up into crescent on an inhale. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight and strong. Fingertips reach up toward the sky. And as you exhale, rotate your back heel down, open your wings looking over your right fingertips, warrior two. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward, flip the front palm, tip back into reverse warrior. And on your inhale, sweep that right arm all the way forward. Release your forearm to your thigh, left arm next to your left ear, side angle. And as you exhale, turn your chest towards your mat, bring your hands to the ground, rotate that back heel up, and bring your left foot to meet the front, meet the right, into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing, reaching your fingertips up high. And exhale, hands heart center. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold. Half lift on an inhale. Forward fold on an exhale. Plant your hands and bring your right foot back, coming into a runner's lunge. From here, we're going to come up into warrior two. If you have a block, we're going to come into a triangle. So if you have a block, maybe place it close where you can reach it if you use that. So on your next inhale, sweep your arms forward, up, and open into warrior two. And then start to straighten that front leg on an inhale. Exhale, shift your shoulders forward towards your straightened front leg, and then bring your left arm down to your block or to your shin, and roll your right shoulder back, finding your triangle. And then from here, bend into your front knee. Raise your shoulders over your hips, maybe bring the block with you and place it in your other hand. And then start to straighten that front leg. Rotate that back heel, and then now bend your right knee, coming into warrior two on the other side to the back of your mat. And then from here, start to straighten that front leg, and then reach your shoulders forward, lower your right hand down, lift your left arm up, coming into triangle. Take a breath here. And then from here, bend into that right knee. Set your block aside, raise up to warrior two, and then straighten that right leg. Bring both toes to the long side of your mat. And then as you exhale, come into a wide-legged forward fold. Take a breath here. As you're ready, on an inhale, raise yourself up halfway, bringing your fingertips to the earth, your shoulders coming up, gaze down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come over to your right leg and fold over, getting a little bit of stretch on that side. And then coming back up, coming through center and over to the other side, folding over the opposite leg. For me, it's the left, or your left. And then raise yourself up, bring yourself center, heel toe your feet in a little bit closer, and then find your yogi squat from here by having your toes slightly pointed out, bending your knees, bringing your hands in toward toward your body, and bend your knees out, bring your elbows in between your thighs and hands heart center, and take a breath here. Release out of this. Maybe bring your hands down, lift your seat up, point your toes forward, and then make your way down onto your mat. Laying back onto your back with your knees bent. If you have your block handy, go ahead and reach for that. Have your feet down on the ground, coming into a bridge pose. Fingertips reaching down towards your heels. And as you exhale, raise your hips up toward the sky. And breathe. Oh my goodness. Oh, the lessons of yoga with cats. Hello. As you're ready, lower your hips back down to the ground. Bring your knees in towards your chest, reach your arms out to a T, and lower your knees over towards your right side for a twist. Raise your knees above your body again and lower them over to the other side. And then return back to your bridge pose and bring your feet down. So if you have a block or a bolster or a pillow, you can come into a restorative bridge, or you can lift your legs up for a slight inversion to finish out our practice. So if you're coming into a supported bridge, lift your hips up, take the block, I like the lowest level, placed right underneath the sacrum, which is the flat bone just at the bottom of your spine, just above your sit bones, and let yourself release and relax onto there. And you can keep your feet on the ground and relax, keeping your gaze up toward the sky. If you like more of a hip stretch, you can reach your feet out. Or if you're feeling like getting a little more upside down, bend your knees in towards your chest and maybe even raise your feet up. Finding what is feeling good and gentle for you. And take about 2 minutes in inversion here. Releasing any heat out of your mouth, and exhale. And starting to let your breath come back to its normal pace. From wherever you are, come back into your bridge pose, supported. Press into your feet to remove your block, and then lower your hips. Sway your knees from side to side. Fold your knees in towards your chest. Maybe add any kind of rocking or circles. And then curl yourself up into a tight little ball and relax down into a final relaxation position, Shavasana, to let your work from this past half hour sink into your body. Bring your awareness back to your breath and wiggle your fingers and toes. Rock your head from side to side. And as you're ready, curl up onto one side using your lower arm as a pillow for a last moment of quiet and stillness. To thank yourself for making it to the mat today, for allowing yourself times of deep breathing, and to remember that time at rest is never wasted. As you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position to close out our practice. Let's inhale together, reaching our arms up toward the sky, bringing our palms together, and exhale, lowering our hands, heart center. It was truly an honor to guide you through this yoga practice this morning. It makes my heart full and happy, and I hope that you feel full and happy as well. I hope you have a peaceful and powerful rest of your week. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti means peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. I will try to wear something more colorful or put something over that so you can see me a little better. I noticed I was blending in. Thank you so much, Tina. Good to see you. We're about 35 minutes after, so if you were having to be somewhere, I want to be respectful of your time. But if anybody has any comments or anything that they would like to say, and thank you so much for your donations. I always add a class on days I receive donations. So this week I've been blessed enough to be able to add classes for next week. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I went and grabbed this shirt. It's I don't know, I think I got this at Goodwill or something, but it's so cool. It's a Batman shirt. I think, I'm not sure of the characters, where they're from, but yesterday I said, same bat time, same bat channel, and I saw this shirt in there, and I said, okay, I'll wear that. So hopefully it wasn't too distracting. I actually created an online course wearing this shirt for some of the pictures, because it just happened to be what I was wearing that day. So that's getting kind of fancy. But yeah, so tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. So tomorrow, the same time for a yoga flow, and then after that, I believe, I think a half an hour after we finish, I will start a restorative practice, which, if you're not familiar with restorative, that is where we hold the poses for anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. It's a gentle practice meant to reset your parasympathetic, to get into your parasympathetic nervous system. So a lot of times we're in the fight or flight, and this helps us get into the rest and digest instead. And I thought I like that. I like it at the beginning of the week and the end of the week, middle of the week. But I have it planned for tomorrow for this one. We'll have, I think, at least one day, one of the mornings that I do this, as long as I can, as long as I don't have to get a job where I have to be somewhere at this time. I would like to keep doing this at this time, but I think that one of them I'll like to have an hour long, because sometimes 30 minutes, I mean, it's nice to have a 30-minute class to be able to get moving, but I'm used to doing an hour. And then later on this month, I'm considering doing a supersized class, a supersized Saturday or Sunday, where I do an hour-and-a-half class. So I can incorporate flow and some yin and some the restorative all in one, maybe some meditation. I've done the hour-and-a-half classes live before, and the time goes by just as quickly. For me at least, maybe not for the people attending, but because you give yourself time to really experience the poses and explore what's going on in your body. All right, well, I'm going to be respectful of your time, and thank you so much. At any time that you would like to donate, just hit that button, and I will create a class in your honor. And it really, really helps me a lot. I am a full-time yoga instructor, and at least my husband and I had a conversation last night, and I'm hoping I can still stay on this path. So I'm trying to figure out better ways to provide more things, and I hope to provide more things here on Insight Timer as well. I have a few recordings on here, but my plan is for those who can practice by just listening, maybe having some audio flow, so you can listen and flow at your own time. So if anybody has anything they'd like to add in the chat, or send me a message on my page. My website is also on there if you want to contact me there. And, oh, blurry. Okay, have a great day. Ooh, I'm blurry again. Bye.